It's now Friday. I'm going up to New Hampshire to see the Ringo Starr concert. And I'm also staying up within the New Hampshire area just as like a little vacation for myself. This is actually pretty cool because this is the first time that I've been up to New England since probably this time last year. All right, coffee and then let's go. So something different that I'm doing for this trip, I'm actually using a dedicated GPS to get me there. So this won't be as much of a pain in the butt. All right. What? 6:30 p.m.? What the heck? You've got to be kidding me. You know what? Maybe I will just use my phone. I just got out of this Dunkin' and that was probably the busiest I've ever seen it. Like usually when I'm here, it's usually only like one or two people in front of me, but there was like maybe 6 or 7, which is kind of a lot for this Dunkin'. Anyways, when I was in Canada back in August last year, I found this flip video camera. So I'm gonna be using this for my trip. I actually remember when a lot of YouTube videos were recorded with cameras like this. So it'll be interesting to use this. I'm not gonna use it for like anything super important within this video that I'm making, but I'm gonna use it to like kind of complement it, if that makes any sense. You know, for aesthetic purposes. All right, state line. Welcome to Connecticut. There was a police officer there, so I didn't want to record him and make him think, oh, I'm using a handheld device. I was starting to run out of gas, so I just stopped here in Danbury real quick to fill up. I know people say it a lot, but man, these gas prices, am I right? Entering Sturbridge, Massachusetts. And no handheld devices. Huh? Oh, there it is. All right, I stopped at a rest stop here in Massachusetts, and I've been following Interstate 84 mostly for the entirety of New York and Connecticut, and I'm soon approaching I-90, lead me a little bit further north than I already am. That'll lead me up to maybe, I believe, I-93 and then US Route 3, which will lead me for the most part directly to where I'm staying for the next 2 days. All right, I got another couple of hours to this drive, so I'm gonna try to make the most of it. What? Crossing another state line. All right, I have officially made it. I just need to check in. Well, I made it. Now it's just time to get into the room. It's such a cute, tiny little cottage. It's so cool. Homey. A little squeaky. All right, I'm here. And I do not know what to do, so I'm just gonna lay down for right now. I'm still trying to mentally recover from the drive, so it's probably gonna be a while until I actually do anything sort of productive. I can't get over how squeaky this floor is. Anyways, I've mostly settled in here now, and I'm gonna just go out and do things. It's kind of crummy outside, so I'm not gonna really be doing much that involves literally being outside too much. I don't know how to word that. But while I was in the main office for this lodge that I'm staying at, I found this cool little brochure that's for a place called Fun Spot here or nearby in Weirs Beach. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. Fun spot. Supposedly the largest arcade in the world. If I got the money, I'm gonna waste it. And then maybe after that, go get some food and then maybe go see a movie. So yeah, that's my plan for today. It is actually much colder up here than I was anticipating, so I'm gonna have to keep this jacket on me. Anyways, while I'm gone, Frank here is gonna be holding down the fort. You think he can handle this? Alright, cool. Okay, directions have been acquired since my phone really can't connect right now. This is actually coming really handy. Alright, 13 minutes away, that's not bad. Okay, let's go. Well, I made it. Nice. So I think as I immediately stepped in here, I just became so overwhelmed. There's just so much. Like, even this one back here, it's like so many arcade machines. I feel like I've stepped into the 80s. I think I'm winning. I'm on the move. Yeah, totally like driving in the water. Oh, coming up ahead. I'll be honest, when I first came in here, I only expected this thing to be like one floor, but like there's 4 floors of this stuff. Oh my god, it's insane. I honestly wasn't sure what to expect from coming to this arcade today, but I can say I have been pleasantly surprised and I'm still enjoying it. Heck, I'm even eating here. Well, I think I'm pretty much done here for today. I just need to find somewhere to cash in all this. Well, over 300 tickets later, I got a cup. I think it's a pretty good deal. Alright, I'm finished up here. Am I crazy or did it get colder out since I walked in? That was actually pretty cool. The last time I've ever had an experience like that at an arcade, I must have been like over 15 years ago, because I've not felt like that in forever. Well, I had nothing else planned for today, so... Oh, there's people going in the car next to me. Well, I didn't really have anything else planned for today, so I'm gonna go to a movie theater in Meredith, which is only a little bit up on Route 3, and I'm gonna go see Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness for the second time. This is actually pretty cool. I've never really seen many small-town movie theaters, so this is pretty nice that they have one here.
Charging 300-mile range. The point is, it's been a long journey, but worth it.
It's over! Alright, the movie's over now, and now I'm just walking over to the grocery store that's right in the same complex as the theater was, because I want to get maybe a snack or two. Well, it looks like I just missed it. The door was locked, and there's literally no chance of me going inside there, so might as well find something on the way back. I'm actually quite exhausted now. Oh boy, that was a big one. I am going to probably get some sleep, then do a little bit of exploring around the area, you know, when it's not raining sporadically. Oh well. Well, that's the end of this day. Well, it's the day of the Ringo Starr concert. I just woke up, as you can tell. I figured since the weather's actually pretty nice today that I might just sit outside for a little bit before I go and do anything. The only plans that I really have before the concert are go to Dunkin' Donuts, maybe do a little bit of swimming, and then see what else I can do until then. That was loud. Luckily enough, Meredith, New Hampshire has a Dunkin' Donuts, which isn't far away from my lodge, so that's pretty cool. And yeah, Dunkin' Donuts is from Boston, so it kind of makes sense that New England would have a whole lot of Dunkins just scattered everywhere. What a nice view. This right here behind me is the Alton Bay of Lake Winnipesaukee here in New Hampshire. And this is along the southern tip of the lake itself. And I honestly had to get out of the car just to take a look at this because I've been driving around quite a lot today and never really gotten a chance to kind of take it all in. It's really nice though. All right, so now I'm off to get some dinner at Guilford House of Pizza, which is a little bit further north here on the lake. So I'm gonna go to there and then it's off to the Ringo concert. I find it funny that I'm eating a burger at a pizzeria. So the concert starts in a little over an hour from now. So I'm getting some food in before that happens. Okay, I'm finished eating and now it's off to the concert venue. Well, that took forever, but I'm here at least. Close. All right, I had that long walk to the security line. So just like with the Haim concert video, I'm going to be talking over this for obvious reasons. So for Ringo Starr, he had the Avett Brothers come out to perform first, which was almost like their own act in of themselves and not just an opening act, like it was a full performance. And then a little bit later in the evening, Ringo came out, and it was a blast.
Very loving, very peace and loving.
Woo!
I gotta tell you, it's good to be back. I mean, what's really good is we're on tour. And we're playing again. You know, it was really weird in 2019 and we finished the tour. I said, okay, see you next year. Then that year passed by, see you next year. And here we are finally, thank you.
Yeah! So then he started performing a few of his original songs. And since this was his all-star band, he also had a couple of members from other bands as well. So that included Toto playing here, Average White Band, and also a member from the band Men at Work. And so they played songs from like each of their catalogs, which made this concert even more entertaining. And of course, the Beatles, at least the songs that featured him on vocals. So interestingly enough, back in September 2017, I actually saw Paul McCartney for the first time ever in concert. And it was just so amazing because a year and a half prior to that concert, I had gone through an insane Beatles phase, which can definitely be seen through some of my previous videos from a couple of years ago. But anyways, being able to see Paul McCartney in concert was amazing. And then especially being able to see Ringo now, it just makes me feel so happy that I've been able to see two living Beatles in my lifetime. And of course I jumped on the opportunity to go see this show because this was honestly one of the cheapest tickets that I could find for this tour. Well, the concert just ended. That was amazing. Especially for lawn seats, this is pretty good. Like, I got a decent view of the Jumbotron that's right up here. And then the stage 2, I actually had a pretty decent view of that. Although, I had this bush in the way. Oh well. Now I'm gonna try make my way down to the stage before they dismantle everything. All right, filled up a little bit of gas in the car and got a late night snack. It's a crispy chicken with bacon and sweet chili wrap. That sounds pretty good, actually. And I'm back to the lodge. It's been a pretty awesome night. I'm not gonna lie. I had fun, and now I just want to go sleep and maybe watch a movie. Who knows? Alright, the concert ended a few hours ago, and I'm still awake. I took a shower. I mean, this is obviously gonna get ruined by the morning, but you know, it's nice to feel clean. Anyways, I'm gonna do some editing and then go to sleep. And then we'll see what tomorrow brings me. Sunday morning. So today, originally, I was gonna leave here and start heading down the East Coast to the most extreme points in the States that I'm doing for another video that I'm making. Visit those and then stay somewhere in Massachusetts for the evening and then be on my way home. But what I decided to do is I found an Airbnb that I'm able to stay at, but it's in Winthrop, Maine, which is, I believe, 2.5 hours from where I am currently. I mean, yeah, it's quite the drive, but you know, I think it'll be worth it because I'll be staying in Maine, and this is something that I've wanted to do for a while. Because out of all the New England states that I've been to, Maine is the only one that I've never traveled to, so there's that. I mean, after that, I'll be traveling back down the coast to get home, so it still works out. I'm using a little bit more gas than I was anticipating, but it's all gonna work out. But before any of that, I'm actually gonna go swimming today. But I'm gonna go to probably the northern areas of Lake Winnipesaukee here in New Hampshire, just so I could say that I've actually enjoyed the lake here instead of just being like, okay, I'm picking everything up and then going. I'd rather just stay for just a little bit more and take it all in. All right, it's time to head off to Dunkin' Donuts once again. So it turns out one of the few public beaches here in Lake Winnipesaukee is actually south. So another change of plans. I'm gonna go south and then go up north towards Winthrop, Maine. All I'm focused on right now is swimming. So let's go. Well, I found the beach. Funny enough, I was actually here yesterday, but I was over by the bridge. Well, I didn't happen to do any swimming, but I did put my feet in the water for a little bit, and that was actually pretty nice. I'm fulfilled here at Lake Winnipesaukee. So now I'm just gonna probably go get some gas, maybe make another stop, and then make my way up to Winthrop. All right. I'm still trying to mentally prepare myself. All right. I've got this. I've got this. Let's go. Well, I knew before I left here entirely I wanted to get myself a t-shirt, and I did. All right. Got enough gas, got some snacks for the road, and we are off to Winthrop. Okay, I'm about to pass the state line into Maine. Welcome home. Welcome to Maine. All right, I've been in Maine for a little over 2 hours now, and I've just kind of been driving around because that's what I do best. Anyways, before I go off to my Airbnb tonight, I'm going to go to McDonald's, but not just any McDonald's, it's a mansion McDonald's. For those who watch my channel regularly, know that back in May of last year, I went to New Hyde Park in New York State, which is actually part of the Long Island portion of New York. There was a mansion that was renovated into a McDonald's, and it was, I believe, a Jericho house or something. It was on the Jericho Turnpike. That's all I know. The only other McDonald's that I could find that was inside of a mansion besides the one in New Hyde Park was one here in Maine. So I'm gonna go visit that before I go up to my Airbnb. All right, on the outside, this may not look like much, but this is actually a McDonald's restaurant. It's even got a bench with the McDonald's logo on it. Honestly, it's kind of like how I imagined it would be. If I'm gonna be honest, it's like not super grandiose like the New Hyde Park McDonald's, but it's like a home, like an actual home that you can live inside of. Well, let's go eat. Dinner has been acquired. And to make this even more fancier, no lid. So, along with my McNugget meal, I also got this chocolate and pretzel McFlurry. I had no idea what it was, but I wanted to get it and try it out, so here we go. Oh, wow, that's thick. Not bad. I didn't even realize the spoon was backwards. And this is the front of the McDonald's mansion. It's funny. Actually looks like a real house from this angle. I wonder if Ronald lives here. There is a staircase in there. It's leading up to somewhere. Where that goes, I have no idea. Luckily, the Airbnb is only about 30 miles out. So I think I'll be making it there in pretty good time as the sun completely sets. And funny enough, the Airbnb is a little bit outside of Augusta. So I'm going to be traveling around Augusta tomorrow to check that out. And then I'll be heading home and then doing all that other travel stuff that I said I was going to do. Heading to the cabin. Well, I made it. And I'm watching a Gwen Stefani music video. So I found out that this Airbnb had a TV that's connected to Wi-Fi. So I connected up my phone and I'm watching it right now off the TV here. I probably won't be able to go to sleep properly tonight, but you know what? When in Maine, watch it. So the cool thing about this Airbnb is there's the lower level of this barn. And then up here, I had to take attic stairs to get up here. And now I'm in a bed above the rest of this place. It's homey. Like I'm actually staying in a barn. I mean, of course it's a barn. I'm tired. Well, might as well just go to sleep. Stop pecking at my car. All right, Monday morning. So I got a long day ahead of me, and that was actually quite a nice thing to wake up to. All those chickens outside, that was pretty cute. So I'm gonna start in Augusta, which I actually only found out recently is the capital of Maine. So I'm going to take a look around that area and then visit all the points of the states for my video. The southernmost in Maine, the easternmost in New Hampshire, and then after that, I'm on my way home. So I'm pretty much done here now. I just have to pack up the things that I have from upstairs, and then I'm gonna head out and go get some coffee. I've actually just kind of been sitting here for the past hour because this couch is so comfy. I am gonna get up at some point, get coffee, and then start going and traveling. So I was just about to get into the car and these chickens are in my way. Come on, go. Thank you. There's actually a Tim Hortons in this area, so I'm gonna go there to get my coffee and some breakfast. All right, got my Tim Hortons. And now we are headed back in Augusta. I wasn't really sure what I was gonna do while I was here, but I did see on Google Maps that there was like a little parking area that was right along the Kennebec River. So I'm gonna go take a look at it. And funny enough, it's actually right across the street. So as I mentioned before, this is the Kennebec River. And this runs entirely through the state of Maine. Depending on how you look at it, it starts up in the north at Moosehead Lake and then travels down south through a couple of major areas within Maine. And then it goes all the way down into the Atlantic Ocean. Behind me is another view of the Kennebec River on the Calumet Bridge. I believe that's how it's pronounced. Nice. Within walking in Augusta, I actually found the Waterfront Park. This is such a nice view. Look at that. And that's where I was earlier. This is actually pretty nice because it's like a small town. It's got those small town vibes, but at the same time, it's a city. Like it's a nice in between. I found the staircase over by Oak Street that has a quote on it. So it says, "Remember, hope is a good thing. Maybe the best of things. And no good thing ever dies." Stephen King. I am going to be making those stops along the extreme points in the States. And then I'm going straight home after that. Let's hope I'm awake by the end of the night. I think I'll be okay. I just need to keep my head in the game, like Troy Bolton in High School Musical. Lots of mental preparation. 7 hours behind the wheel in one day. I don't know if I can do it. Maybe I can. I have no idea. All right. You can do it. 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 Taking the interstate to Fort Foster. All right, I made a quick stop in Kennebec, Maine, right off of Route 95. I'm about 40 minutes away now from Fort Foster, but the rest stop that I was just at, I knew that I had to get a t-shirt before I left Maine entirely. So now I have a bunch of different state t-shirts. Colorado, New Jersey, New Hampshire, Vermont. That's all I can think of so far. I'm gonna start a collection of these. All right, I made it off the interstate, and Fort Foster is a little less than 20 minutes away. I finally made it to Fort Foster. I had to pay $20 to get in here, but it was so worth it. All right. Now we walk. I gotta say, that drive was so worth it. And the admission price to get here. All right, I've made it. Les mots ne pouvant décrire la beauté ici. Right across this bay is actually New Hampshire's easternmost point. I'm honestly just trying to take as much advantage of the admission price for this place as I can before I just book it out of here. Maybe I won't. I am getting kind of hungry though. And you know, what is New England without lobsters? Might go get some lobsters. All right, I'm finished up here, and now I'm gonna go to this lobster restaurant that I found on Google Maps that's in New Hampshire, and it's right on the coast, and also funny enough, it's right on the state line with Massachusetts. So before I started heading off, I was looking on YouTube just to check out more details about this camera specifically, and I found out that this was released in late 2007. So this is a 15-year-old camcorder, and it still works pretty well. Like, that's insane. Passing back into New Hampshire. Welcome to New Hampshire. All right, I made it to the restaurant, and we are at 12 Ocean Grill. Let's get some seafood. All right, finished eating, and I even got some tater tots to bring home. So, just like I mentioned earlier, that restaurant is actually on the state line between New Hampshire and Massachusetts. So for my next state line crossing for this video, I'm actually just gonna walk over to Massachusetts. So this is really the only viable way that I can actually do this. So I have the directions up on my phone, and I'm literally just gonna be walking. Okay, and we're walking. And here I am, Essex County, Massachusetts. I'll try and get onto the other side of the street so I could get a better look at that. There we go. And funny enough, the opposite side of this sign says entering Seabrook, New Hampshire. So I just went back and forth between a state line by foot. And I didn't even have to drive. All right. So now that I'm done with that, I'm just gonna go get some more gas and then probably just head straight home. I've become exhausted, and I still have 4.5 hours until I get back to New Jersey.